60% of the students at a school walk to school. Work out the percentage of the students who do not walk to school. Quite a nice question. We know that percentages out of 100, so 100 take away 60 leaves you with 40%. 40% of people do not walk to school. Here is a list of numbers. One of those numbers is a power of 2. Which number? Well, if I was to do 2 times 2, that would equal 4. 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 equals 16. And I know that 16 is one of those numbers. The probability of an event is shown by the cross on the probability scale. Write down an estimate for the probability of the event. Well, it looks as though it's roughly halfway between 0 and 1, and the number that's halfway between 0 and 1 is 0.5, or a half. You could have also had anywhere between 0.45 or 0.55. Question 4. Write 1 over 5 as a decimal. If you genuinely didn't know this, you could use your calculator to help you. And if you were to type in on your calculator 1 divided by 5, it gives you 0.2. Hopefully you should have known that anyway. Deborah recorded the favourite colour of each of the 30 students in her class. The incomplete table shows information on her results. Complete the table. Well, we know it's out of 30, so we know whatever's here must make this add up to 30. So 7 plus 6 is 13, plus 5 is 18, plus 10 is 28, plus whatever to get to 30, well, that must be 2. We need to add 2 to get us up to 30. What is the modal colour? Now the modal means most. What is the most common colour? Well, the highest number is here. And a lot of people go wrong and say 10, but it's actually asking you for the colour. So it's asking you which group is it in. And that would be blue. Mark asked each student in a different class to name their favourite colour. For this class, the number of students who said blue is 3 times the number of students who said green. Write down the ratio of the number of students who said blue to the number of students who said green. So he asked a different class, and that class, the number of students who said blue is 3 times the number of students who said green. Well, if we say the number of students who said green is just 1, we can put that down just to start with as 1. We could start with any number, but we'll start with 1 to make it a little bit easier. The number of students who said blue is 3 times that number. So 3 times 1 is 3. The ratio is 3 to 1. It's not very nicely worded, that question, but it is a lot simpler than it looks. Question 6. Here is a list of numbers. From the numbers in the list, write down an even number. Okay, well, I'm looking at these. There is actually only one even number, and that is 22. Even number being a multiple of 2. A multiple of 9. If I was to go through the 9 times table, I've got 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63. 63 is in there. A square number. So a square number is a number that can be made as the area of a square or a number times by itself. So for example, we've got 1 times 1 equals 1. 2 times 2 equals 4, therefore these are square numbers. 3 times 3 equals 9, so 9 is a square number. 4 times 4 equals 16. 5 times 5 equals 25. 6 times 6 equals 36. 7 times 7 equals 49. So therefore 49 is our square number. Question 7. Jaroslav put some items into his rucksack. The table shows the weight of each item. The rucksack has a weight of 275 grams. Work out the total weight of the rucksack and all the items. Give your answer in kilograms. Okay, so first thing that we want to do is actually add up all of those items. So he's got 2 apples. So first thing we're going to do is 2 times by 120. It's going to be easier because everything's in grams at the moment. If we keep it in grams for now and then we convert it to kilograms afterwards. So 2 times by 120. You've got a calculator. So if you genuinely didn't know, if you can answer these or you genuinely know what you're doing, just use your calculator here. So 2 times by 120 is 240 grams. 2 bottles of water, which are 524 each, which would give us 1,048. Again, use your calculator if you're unsure here. And what a lot of people will do is forget that that's 2 bottles and they just add up the 524. A camera, so you've got 1 times 474 grams, which is just 474 grams. You've got a map, which is 86 grams. And that will give me 86 grams. And I've got a mobile phone, which is 214 grams. And I've got 1 umbrella. Okay, now you get 1 mark for trying to add all of those up. So 1 mark for adding all of these together. And again, you've got a calculator, you could work that out, but there is no point. You're more likely to make an error by just trying to do it in your head. Plus 1,048 plus 474 plus 86 plus 214 plus 339 equals 2,401 grams. I've also got the weight of the rucksack, so I'm now going to do 2,401 grams, add 275 grams, because that's going to be adding my rucksack on. 275 equals 2,676 grams. Now I know that there are 100 grams in every kilogram, so I'm just going to write up here 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. Kilo, kg, 1,000. So I now need to divide this number by 1,000. So next step, 2,676 divided by 1,000 equals 2.676 kilograms. Now, your first mark comes from adding these together, and your second mark will come from adding on your weight. First mark for adding these together, second mark will be for knowing that you'd have to divide it by 1,000, third mark will be for getting your right answer. Now if you got the right answer only, that is only 1 mark.